Hello my dear students, hope you are doing good. In the previous video, we had understood the influence of temperature on the rate of reaction, isn't it? Now, in this video, again the concept is same, but the perspective is different. The quantitative effect of temperature on the rate of reaction and hence on the rate constant, this was given by Arrhenius equation. So in this video, we shall understand Arrhenius equation. What is this Arrhenius equation? We are quantifying the influence of temperature on the rate of reaction, and that is given by Arrhenius equation. As this involves lot of writing, that is the reason why I had written this earlier and I am explaining directly from there. So this is our Arrhenius equation. K is equal to A into e to the power minus EA by RT. This is called as the Arrhenius equation. And many times in the board examination, they also give simply what is Arrhenius equation and explain the terms involved in it. So the equation is K equal to A into e to the power of minus EA by RT. What is K? K is the rate constant, or we also call it as the specific rate. Then what is A? A is the Arrhenius factor, or we also call it as frequency factor or pre-exponential factor. So what is A? Simply it is Arrhenius factor. Now, what is this term e to the power of minus EA by RT? This indicates the fraction of molecules having energy greater than or equal to activation energy. What is that meaning of fraction of molecules? That we are representing as Ne upon Nt. This also we had learned in the previous video. Here Nt indicates out of the total number of molecules, Ne, the number of molecules having energy equal to or greater than activation energy. So Ne upon Nt represent the fraction of molecules, and e to the power of minus EA by RT represent the fraction of molecules having energy equal to or greater than activation energy. Now, if we take the logarithmic form of this particular equation, the original equation is K equal to A into e to the power of minus EA by RT, isn't it? If I take the logarithmic form, we get log K, log A, and this exponential part will be eliminated and we will be directly getting minus EA by RT. So even though I am spelling it as log, but I am writing it as ln. It means when we write ln, it is log base E. Remember, when we write ln, it is log base E. So the Arrhenius equation in the logarithmic form becomes log K equal to log A minus EA by RT. For convenience purpose, I will write like this. Log K equal to log A minus EA by R, and I separate this T as 1 by T. Now this is in the form of Y is equal to mx plus C, isn't it? This is your Y, this is X, and this is M, and this is C. Now when we plot a graph between log K and 1 by T, means log K on y-axis and 1 by T on x-axis, then what should be our slope? Here it is, isn't it? And again you need to give importance to this negative sign. So the slope of this plot is minus EA by R. So the slope of the curve drawn between log k and 1 by t is minus Ea by r, and this is one of the very important graph in the entire chemistry. So the slope for the plot drawn between log k and 1 by t is equal to minus Ea by r. Now if we convert this equation, that is we are having log k equal to log a minus Ea by RT. When you convert this equation into log base 10, to convert log base E into log base 10, we need to multiply with 2.303. So log base E k becomes 2.303 log k, and no need to use the word always base E and base 10. When we write ln, by default it is log base E. When we write log, by default it is log base 10. So 2.303 log k, and this log a becomes 2.303 log a, and this remains as it is, that is minus Ea by RT. Now when we divide the entire expression, take this entire expression, divide by 2.303. So divide this particular term by 2.303. So 2.303 get cancelled. We get log k. Then 2.303 log a divide by 2.303. So we get log a, and minus Ea by RT, you divide this term by 2.303. So we get minus Ea by 2.303 RT. Here we are having three terms. Log k is one term, log a, and this Ea by RT. So divide this one by 2.303, this one as well as this one. So we are getting log k is equal to log a minus Ea by 2.303 RT. I am writing this one like this: log k log a minus Ea by 2.303 r, and I am separating this t as 1 by t. And it's again the same graph we are plotting, but with different terms here. This is one of the very important graph in the entire chemistry. The only thing here is we are plotting log k with 1 by t. So this is again in the format of y is equal to mx plus c. So this is our y, log k is taken on y axis, and this is our x, 1 by t is taken on x axis, and we will be getting a straight line where its slope is equal to, this is the slope term, this term indicates slope, and this slope is equal to minus Ea by 2.303 r. Remember, sometimes in the exams they substitute this r value and they may give in the form of options. For example, when r is expressed in terms of calories, it is 2 calories approximately. In one of the option you will be having minus Ea by 2.303 multiplied by 2. So this becomes 4.606. Isn't it? So the plot drawn between log k and 1 by t is a straight line with a negative slope which is equal to minus Ea by 2.303 r. K1 is the rate constant at a temperature T1 and K2 is the rate constant at temperature T2. So this equation becomes log K1 is equal to log A minus Ea by 2.303 r. Instead of 1 by t, I will write it as 1 by T1. Then at temperature T2, log K2 equal to log A minus Ea by 2.303 r into 1 by T2. You might have observed one thing here. I did not write it as log A1 and log A2. This is because this Arrhenius factor or the pre-exponential factor, this is a constant and specific to a particular reaction. So if we take this one as the first equation and this one as the second equation, 2 minus 1 means log K2 minus log K1 is equal to, so minus EA by 2.303 R is taken outside. Then the remaining part is 1 by T2 minus 1 by T1. So this is in the form log A minus log B. So we can write it as log A by B. So this becomes log K2 by K1 equal to EA by 2.303 R 1 upon T1 minus 1 upon T2. Because here now I am multiplying with minus sign. So this term will become negative and this term becomes positive. So I have written it as 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. And this is the final expression to calculate activation energy whenever rate constants are given at two different temperatures. And this is also very, very important formula to solve numericals. We get numericals both in entrance exam as well as for the board examination. Once you take the LCM, it becomes like this. Log K2 by K1 equal to EA by 2.303 R T2 minus T1 by T1 T2. So this is the expression for rate constant at two different temperatures. What it is? Log K2 by K1 equal to EA by 2.303 R 1 by T1 minus 1 by T2. Now let's understand some of the characteristics of Arrhenius equation. The first point is, larger the activation energy, smaller the value of rate constant. Means the rate constant value is inversely proportional to activation energy. So wherever activation energy is more, for that particular reaction, the rate constant value is small, and of course the rate of reaction is also less. You already know this. Rate is inversely proportional to activation energy, and same with the case of rate constant also. Second point, larger the activation energy, greater the effect of given temperature rise on reaction rate. I repeat the statement. Larger the activation energy, greater the effect of a given temperature rise or a given temperature change on the reaction rate. It's looking a little bit complicated, but it's easy. It means that whenever the activation energy for a particular reaction is more, then the effect of temperature or the influence of temperature on the reaction rate will be more. Why it is like that? Let me explain by taking an example. Let me take two students A and B. Both are writing the examination, and in order to pass the examination, both of them should get 35 marks out of 100. Let me assume that student A prepared only up to 15 marks and student B, he prepared up to 30 marks. Means student A could write only up to 15 marks. He should get additional information from other sources. Let me consider that I am doing the invigilation in this examination hall. Now I want to help both the students here. For the student A, 35 minus 15, it is 20 marks. He need help of 20 marks. And for student B, he already wrote up to 30 marks. He require help only of 5 marks. So now I am going to help both of them. Now tell me, for getting both the students pass mark, in which case my influence is more? What will be your answer? Definitely A, isn't it? Because I am helping more this particular student because he require more content here. Imagine this as the activation energy. This is the threshold energy barrier or the energy barrier where the reactant should cross the energy barrier to form product. the reactant molecules are already having 15 kilojoules of energy. They should gain extra 20 kilojoules of energy. But for different reaction, where the reactants are already having 30 kilojoules of energy and it require only 5 more kilojoules of energy to cross the energy barrier. So when we increase the temperature, definitely this 5 kilojoules of energy is gained by these reactant molecules and easily cross the energy barrier. And in this particular case, 20 kilojoules of energy will be gained. In which case the influence of temperature is more? Definitely here, because with the increase in temperature, more additional amount of energy is gained by the reactant molecules to cross the energy barrier. So that is the meaning of this one. Larger the activation energy, greater the influence of a given temperature rise on the reaction rate. In the last point, at low temperature, increase in temperature causes more change in the value of rate constant than that at higher temperature. At lower temperature, the influence of temperature on the reaction rate or the rate constant is more than at the higher temperature. As this particular concept is very, very important, there is a high chance of getting questions on each and every line of this particular topic. So revise this video 2 or 3 times to get complete grip on the topic. And in the next video, we shall work out some numericals based on the previous 3 concepts. That is Arrhenius equation and the factors influencing rate of reaction, etc. Thank you.